Padre Island National Seashore, or PINS, is a national seashore located on Padre Island off the coast of South Texas. In contrast to South Padre Island, known for its beaches and vacationing college students, PINS, as it's called, is located on North Padre Island and consists of a long beach where nature is preserved. North Padre is the longest undeveloped barrier island in the world. The national seashore is 70 miles. Most of the park is primitive, but camping is available, and most of the beach is only accessible to four-wheel drive vehicles, and all but 4 miles is open to vehicle traffic. Now granted, you can take a two-wheel drive vehicle and make it probably 20 miles down depending on tide conditions, but four-wheel drive is really recommended. Now, I've been coming here my whole life, but I've never gotten a chance to camp all the way down at the South Cut or Port Mansfield Channel, and we planned this trip for about 6 months, and there was 3 Jeeps and 3 trailers. And we made it down. We drove all the way down the beach, 60 miles, and right there you see me fishing in the channel. I only caught 1 fish, but hey, it was fun. This beach is absolutely beautiful, and if you ever get a chance, if you have the opportunity, if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle, definitely, take a camping trip and make the trip. It's worth it. Just make sure you watch the tide charts. You'll see later in the video what I'm talking about. But it was great conditions, considering that we did this over New Year's Eve, and the weather, the first day and a half, I think maybe 2 days going on, it was rainy or overcast. Right there's a sticker of honor, or accomplishment sticker. Hey, if you own a sticker place, you got to make stickers. So it was a little rainy and stuff the first day or so, but man, we had such a good time. I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. It was wonderful. So just kick back and relax and enjoy the rest of the video. One thing I've always enjoyed is just aimlessly walking up and down the beach looking for sand dollars. And at the time of filming this video, I am 47 years old and I had never found one. And I've been to the beach a gazillion times. Now, 3 years ago, my wife and I were celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary, actually over there on South Padre, and we had drove up to the jetty in our Jeep, and she found one right there by the jetty on South Padre, and I still didn't have any luck. Well, so far on this trip, we're over here at this jetty on North Padre across the channel, and I think I've found 5 of them. So this has turned out to be a great trip for the sand dollars. So it's been a really cool trip. It's been pretty good weather. We had rain a whole lot during the day yesterday, and we had some over the night before last. And so of course the girls, my daughter and her friend, they're, oh, we're stuck in the tent, we're miserable, we want to go home. Well, last night, as of last night, they decided, no, we don't want to go. We're having fun. Well, this morning, I noticed Army Corps of Engineers dredge is out here in the channel, just cleaning the mouth of the channel. So I came down to take some pictures and stuff, and maybe there'll be a picture somewhere on the screen. I don't know. Anyway, came down here, and my daughter came with me, and we started seeing dolphins and sea turtles and all the fun stuff that you want to see, you know. And so she went back and got her friend and came down, and my wife came down and did a little bit more fishing. I have officially caught fish in the ocean now. I caught one fish. I didn't weigh it, but we did flay it and we did eat it. It was good. It was really good. And now I can say I've caught a fish in the ocean. But I'm not a very good fisherman, but hey, it was fun. I reeled him in. But now I'm walking back down here to the jetty. Look at this. Look at this. It doesn't get any better than this. Look at this. There's the jetty. That's what separates North Padre and South Padre, is the channel. I'm gonna go down here. When you come down here to a national park or something like this, you know, keep in mind that it's just as much yours as it is anybody else's. And you know, it's kind of our job. You know, when you're here, you hear about people say, you know, well, when you go to a park or somewhere, you go anywhere, pick up an extra piece of trash. You know, take it with you. Take more out than you bring in. And my family's a pretty good believer in that. So, you know, we've been trying to pick up some trash extra. We're going to take it with us when we leave. So please, you know, if every person that came to the beach would pick up 5, 10, 20 pieces of trash and take it with them, our beaches would look a lot more amazing. Any Texas four-wheel drive clubs that do like an annual beach cleanup or anything where you guys come down and you know, help pick up trash on the beach or whatever, please, by all means, email us www.Jeepstickers.biz and let us know if you've got a scheduled event to pick up trash and stuff on the beach. We'll be happy to come down and join in and help clean it up down here. What do you think about that, Garrett?
I think it's a damn good idea.
Yep. So seriously, if you're from Texas and you're a four-wheel drive club and need some help, give us a shout. I'm not sure if we're going to pack up today or if we're going to stay another day or what. I think we're deciding because, you know, we are out of water in the tank anyway. We're getting some breakfast and I think we're going to figure it out. We may just go back north towards the campgrounds and stuff and stay on the beach, but be closer to the exit, so when we do get ready to leave, because we've got a 600-mile drive once we get off the beach. So I don't know, we'll figure it out though. It's hard to leave, definitely. It's 9:30, I think. No, 9 o'clock on Thursday night. And we decided today to go ahead and shut down camp a little bit early and go ahead and drive the 60 miles back up the beach and go ahead and get up here by the entrance right by the pavement, so tomorrow morning we can just pack up and go. I'm vlogging my experience, woman. Hold up. My wife wants to know why I'm sitting over here by myself. So we took off, and it was my fault. I forgot all about what time tide was coming in, and we left down there, I think 4:30 in the afternoon or whatever, and high tide was at 8:45, so it's going back out. And needless to say, we got into it. We were in the loose sand, and I mean, we were making it okay. You know, I wasn't really having that much trouble, but then transmission started heating up, and then the idiot light came on, and then I started getting worried, and so we pulled over for a little while, let it cool down. I did properly air down, finally down to 20. I hadn't aired down to that point, so it was kind of my fault too. But when they say that a two-wheel drive can make it like the first 20 miles, they're not kidding. They really can. Matter of fact, there's like a couple just four-door cars 20-25 miles down camping. But when they say the last 25, 30, 40 miles, whatever, it's truly four-wheel. If somebody tries to go down there and a two-wheel drive and they get down there and try to leave at high tide, they're going to have to spend the night. So my Jeep's still kind of a new to us Jeep. We've got our other Jeep at home, but we brought this one because it's the big one. We bought it just for these trips. I had another little gremlin with it that was kind of raising its ugly head while we were having the issues with the transmission heating up. So I was like really super stressed, worried that I wasn't going to get my family out of the tide zone, whatever the proper word is for it. But we made it. It took us a long time, but we made it. So we got here. We're right at the entrance. We're 200 yards away from the barrier piers and the pavement, you know. But we got here, flipped out the tent. I am not putting the awning room on tonight. I'm sleeping in the back of the Jeep tonight with the dogs, and all three girls get the king size bed in the tent. That was the compromise for me, not having to put the annex room on. But we got camp set up, record pace. Pam and Garrett are barbecuing steaks right now. We're gonna have steaks and green bean for supper, and then I'm gonna get done eating. I'm gonna crawl in the back of the Jeep. Maybe while I'm trying to sleep, I'm gonna put some of this video onto the computer, so it's already there. Maybe watch some of that. But tomorrow morning we're out of here. It has been an adventure, quite the adventure, and it's been worth every bit of it. Our last morning on the island. And look at the beautiful, beautiful sunrise on Padre Island National Seashore. Look at that, just as far as I can see. I've taken about a gazillion still photography pictures. You know, I'm no pro at it, but I like taking pictures. This is where we camped last night after the, I think, 3 or 4 hour drive through the loose sand, and all that stuff. Doesn't get any better than this. So, do I recommend Padre Island? Well, of course I do. I'm partial. This is January, what's today? It's January 3rd, I think now. Friday, January 3rd, I think. Anyway, you can see behind me, right there, the barrier piers. And that's what is like the official marker of you can drive from here south all the way to the jetty, but you can't drive that way. And it's beach access 4. It's where Park Road 22 just dead ends into the beach. Anyway, it's January 3rd, and let me do a little flip around here. If you look down there, I don't know if you can see it in the background over my shoulder here. There's RVs down there. There's pickups with bumper pull trailers. There's gooseneck trailers. There's regular old like Winnebagos down there, and they're all just on the beach. So when they say the first 25 miles is two-wheel drive, yeah, it really is two-wheel drive. So no problems. If you want to go to the last 35, 40 miles, that four-wheel drive. It was rough. I mean, we were working that Commander. My Commander's a little 3.7. It's a 2009 model, so it's a 3.7 V6. No significant towing stuff added to it or anything, just stock. So, you know, we made it. Probably should have done some things to it differently, but it's doing fine. It got us here. It's going to get us home. That's what matters. So we got to leave today. Drive back to Oklahoma City, where I'm sure it's 30 degrees. The older I get, the less I like winter. Never have really liked summer. I'm just an old gripey, grouchy guy. But look at the seagulls. Let me see if I can get seagulls. Just everywhere. All these seagulls. If you guys haven't seen the bad lip reading of Yoda and the seagulls thing, every time I've seen a seagull on this trip, I keep thinking of that YouTube video.